I think having just scrap melter for those is not necessarily very wise. It's an interesting hand. Am I on the draw? No, he's on the draw, so now it's less interesting. I have to just mulligan. This I'll keep, but it's a little awkward. But I think it's better than 5. It's at least reasonable if I can draw a swamp or a mountain, and that precursor golem can just steal the game, even if I draw only islands. So there's the swamp. And not the most aggressive start for him, and that Scythe could get pretty big. I don't need any more islands anyway. There's no danger in me thinning myself of an island, so I might as well play it now. It also might draw a shatter out before my precursor golem. I know he has the shatter in his deck, after he used it on his own mimic that, when I volition rained it. Replica can slow down the Scythe, but not if it's my precursor golem. Bouncing my precursor golem is not the ideal situation. I just want to draw a card, and even though like that's a good card. So first things first, I will play my precursor golem. Ooh, he's got the shatter. Alright. That does mean I get to keep Scythe for a while. I'm going to be dropping Carniflex Demon next turn. Hopefully he doesn't have the answer for that. If I were to draw another swamp, there's some value in waiting a turn. Yeah, I'm going to wait a turn. I think the amount of damage I take in the short term is about the same, and in the long term a lot less. If he can deal, especially if he can deal with my demon. This also makes it slightly harder to kill. And if he plays another, 2 Argent Sphinxes, that's pretty sweet. I'm just going to go ahead and do it right away, because I don't want any Embersmith shenanigans helping him kill my Carniflex Demon. I guess he's going to bounce my replica here. Bounce my demon here. He could, at least. Does that mean he has blast? I guess so. In which case, I'll take it. Like, Scythe on my demon is going to end the game extremely quickly. He does get a bounce out of the replica, but And hopefully I can draw a little bit more protection, because so certainly he has ways of winning this game. He's going to replica his own guy. That's probably a good move. Didn't really consider that. Wait a second. I'm about to play my lead and mirror then. Oh no, I definitely, he has Invisimancer in his deck. I'm fairly certain he has the blast, right? What is that? 13-13? I can't really swing here though, because if he has blast, I'm dead. I'm in some trouble. Maybe I don't play around the blast, even though I'm pretty sure he has it, because long term I'm dead anyway, because he's going to draw an Invisimancer. Well, Invisimancer's not death immediately, I guess. Playing out islands is not necessarily a good idea for him. He might get it to the point where he has to block, which is not what I think he wants. 2 Argent Sphinxes is pretty sweet. Not going to activate. This gets interesting with Embersmith. So, I already played my land, unfortunately. I really shouldn't have done that. Reflex. I guess not worth thinking about anymore. But I definitely keep the lead and mirror in my hand. But I could potentially even pick off the big Argent Sphinx with another artifact next turn. Okay. Sort of forcing me into having to Carnifex Demon sooner rather than later. Okay, that's good news. So I can, play Embersmith. Can I afford to protect my Embersmith here, though? Or do I even want to? One, 2, and 3. Okay, so it takes exactly 7 mana in order to pick off the Argent Sphinx, the big one. But that kills my own Embersmith and Iron Mirror, and my 2 mirrors. But I think it seems like I pretty much have to Carnifex Demon now, because otherwise I probably can't even protect my Embersmith anyway if he has the blast. If he has a blast, he might use it on the Embersmith, which isn't the worst either. Okay, let's go for this line of play. Okay, so now it's too late for him to blast my Embersmith. The Darksteel Gargoyle would be bad for me. not gargoyle or whatever, sentinel or whatever it's called. But I'm not going to play around that. And I'm pretty sure I can attack here. Even if it's blast in his hand, it's not really threatening me. Mimic Vat's good. That is a good draw. I'm not really prepared to give him Sphinxes. Oh, and that, my friend, should be game. Nice top deck. Well, he top deck too. That mimic Vat. Oh, yeah. Especially if I knew he had the blast, I could have potentially played around that. Now, I have to attack here because I don't really want him to get two Sphinxes in play. Like otherwise he can just at end of turn Sphinx. There's no danger for me losing my demon. I guess if I was sure it was Galvanic Blast, which I was relatively sure it was, I maybe should have just attacked with the Sphinx and then attacked, let his Sphinx die, and then bounce the Mimic Vat. Hey, there we go. And yeah, so I ended up top decking pretty well here. This time I'm not going to bother attacking. Really no sense in it. Nothing kills a 6/6 in red-blue, so I might as well make both my guys unkillable. Like, the only thing would be like a Volition Reigns, but that does it anyway. I don't know if there's a single card that, other than Volition Reigns, there's not. He needs Volition Reigns. I don't think there's another card that keeps him in this game. No. See you. Okay, so we're in the final match. I haven't seen the replay, and actually, let's take a slight risk here and see if we don't crash. And let's watch it together. I'll just do a quick game. I find sometimes you can reduce the errors by not clicking next turn too fast. Okay. Double arrest. So he's playing red-black. Nothing too exciting yet. Another Death Mantle, which is troublesome, with only one artifact removal. Galvanic Blast. A couple Perilous Mirrors, which isn't all that good against me, thankfully, but definitely decent open that shuts off a lot of strategies. Okay, and the rustic isn't too good against me. Not that heavy artifacts. Okay, so I think that's enough just to have an idea. This definitely seems like a good, well, not good, but reasonable keep. He doesn't look all that aggressive. Excuse me. In this deck, 5 lands, and as long as they're 2 reasonable.